And it's funny, I settled a case for good money, like a few $1 million. And I knew the guy had shopped it around. I knew he'd went to a few other law firms. And so after I settled the case, I asked him, I was like, why'd you end up hiring us? Like, what was it? And he goes, oh, you don't remember the first time I called you? And I was like, no. And he was like, you answered your phone and you were at a Lakers game, bro. Like you answered at a Lakers game. And I told him I was going to call him back. He was like, but the fact that you answered, he was like, as soon as you hung up, I was like, this is the guy. This is where I'm going.
We were handing out turkeys to like some families in need. And he's answering his phone like, I'll give you a call back. Like, I'll give you a call back. Like most, and the reason why I bring this up, and this can sound like a big fat commercial for Dan Fulkerson Law Group, which fine. But I think that is part of your success because people can feel that humanity. Like you actually care. Like if I call Dan and be like, yo, there's this family that really needs, he's like, what do you need? $1,000? Clear, cool. And it's not just about the money. It's just like that you just show up. And I do think that the universe rewards you back.
1,000%.
And you don't do it for that. I know that.
No, it's not for that, but it's also like a lot of people just cut checks, right? And I think that that's great. Like there's money and financial that these causes need, but showing up is a big part of it. Like actually being there, physically involved. Like it's easy to cut a check to go buy these turkeys for the positive movement and for these families, for Knox Middle School, but actually showing up, giving your time, seeing them, being there, like that's respect, right? Yeah. And I think that that's a big part of it. And the relationships that are created through that are really, really important. And so that is how I believe life should be lived. And it's also, you see a lot of people that are going through like depression nowadays, right? And having really hard times. And I get it. The world's a crazy place. Everyone that comes into my office and was like, hey, like I'm in a rut. My advice to them is go help someone and get active and start working out. Because if you can get out there and you can be of service to people and you can be actually putting yourself in those situations, you will have your perspective shifted, right? And I think that's a really big part of my happiness is I am out there in the community seeing people that are going through like the hardest struggles of life, like shit that no one should have to go through. And it makes you realize that all the little problems that you think that you have are just little problems. And it's not something that you should dwell on. It's not something that, you know, you should be depressed over.